It all began from here. Many years ago, centuries ago, our forefathers, you and I, all Africans, our forefathers were sold from here to Europe, to America, to work in their plantations, to work in their industries, to work to build their various and respective nations. It got to a point where Africans came together. They realized that there was the need for decolonization because our hands, our feet, our minds were in the hands of the white man. And so we decided that this should end. We were no longer going to depend on Europeans for survival. That was the mindset, that was the main goal, the main aim of our forefathers, of our Pan-Africanists like Mandela, like Kwame Nkrumah, like Jomo Kenyatta, and so on and so forth. But it hurts so much that today their dreams of decolonizing Africa has never come to bear. And it is mainly because successors from their time has not been able to save this situation. During those times, we were exchanging gold for just mirror. We were exchanging ivories for things which were of no value. We were exchanging our raw materials, our jewels, our natural resources for things that were not of value. And it was mainly because we didn't know how to add value to them. But years after, you ask yourself, what is the problem now? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. It is your son, your boy, citizen Qwadjo. If this is your first time of seeing this face on your screens, please subscribe, like, comment and share as well, because we are building this YouTube channel together. By the end of this month, I am pleading and begging you, don't let my hard work be in vain. I want to hit a 5,000 subscription, and I know you will be able to do this. Let's do this together, because on this channel we do not insult. We want to change the narrative of Africa. We want to change the narrative about our continent. We can do it. The black man is capable of managing his own affairs. These were the exact words of the Pan-Africanist, the first black president of my country, Ghana, Dr. Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah. By the way, we always have black presidents. We never had a white president before. Our forefathers, our Pan-Africanists, did everything humanly possible to make sure that generations which were supposed to come after them were not going to find it difficult to succeed. But it hurts so much that governments upon governments upon governments have let our Pan-Africanists and our forefathers down. They are suffering from here, walking all the way from here to Europe. It's much more or less like it has been in vain. And you ask yourself why. If you are wondering where I am in Accra, a suburb in Accra called Sesame. That is where I am today. There is a fort over here, and that's where I have decided to give you this, because it hurts me so much that our forefathers, our Pan-Africanists, were thinking of us. We're thinking about we, the generations which were supposed to come, or which we will be coming, who were supposed to come after them. They built infrastructures. They made sure that we're going to have life very easy. But today, you and I will attest to this fact that it has not been the same. Look, today we are talking about one topic, and it is that Africa is now a Chinese colony. That is the truth. Africa is now a Chinese colony. Centuries ago, colonization was abolished. But today, as I am speaking to you, this 21st century, Africa is now a Chinese colony. We've had these people, these Chinese, who came from nowhere and now they are taking over Africa from us. Our natural resources are in their hands. It hurts so much that you go to certain African countries and then the indigenous, the citizens like you and I on our lands have now become foreigners. These Chinese are now teaching us what to do and how to do what we need to do to develop our own country. These people are those that are manufacturing. These are the people who are now constructing roads. These are the people that today they are managing the affairs of our country. And our presidents, our heads of states are now quiet. And they can't ask what exactly is going on. You ask yourself, are they not destroying our natural resources? Are they not putting our countries in jeopardy? And no one is questioning them. Citizens like you and I will talk about it. Because our forefathers toiled for our continent. But it hurts so much that today our successive presidents, government officials, heads of states have neglected this. The black man today is not being able to manage his or her own affairs. And you ask yourself why. Chinese are now producing and shipping everything to Africa. And it hurts so much that most of the things they are even bringing here are not of quality. They are of less standards. Indigenes of Africa do not own the right to mine their own natural resources. They do not own the right to establish businesses that will thrive for centuries. But these foreigners, these Chinese, come to our lands. They start up businesses, illegal businesses, and they are able to thrive for decades upon decades upon decades, and no one questions them. It is all because we sold our rights, our heritage to them. Now, the chains which they were putting on the hands of our forefathers are no longer on their hands, no longer on their legs, no longer on their neck, but now it is in our heads. They've taken control of our minds. And today, an average African child is not able to have a free, fair education in his own country. It's just a number of few who are able to access education freely in their country. It has so much that a continent which is full of natural resources, which is full of water bodies, is now struggling to get potable water, to get quality water for its citizens and its children. It hurts so much. These Chinese come to our lands, and then they destroy our natural resources, our revenue. They destroy everything, and they go away. And then we go back to them to borrow money just to come and pay debts in our own countries. Africa is not a Chinese colony. This mentality, this must stop. We can't be dependent on these people, because our forefathers will always be weeping in their graves today that we've let them down. Our heads of states have let them down. Africa needs to change again. This mentality, this has to change. We can't continue like this. Africa belongs to Africans. It is not for Chinese. Africa is not Chinese. Please, we are begging heads of states to change from this, to desist from this. In Ghana today, in Zambia today, in Kenya today, these are the people mining our natural resources, our golds, our diamonds. These are the people who are mining it. And we, the indigenes, whenever we want to start mining our own natural resources and adding value to them, our heads of states will never allow. They are going to make sure that we do not have access to our own natural resources. But these foreigners who do not know, who have no idea how our forefathers fought for our continent, will have the guts to come to come to our lands, and then we are now slaves in our own land. We are now slaves in our own continent. This has to stop. This need to stop. We want to change the narrative of Africa. We want to change that perception that Africa is poor. Africa is not poor. It's we that are in it who do not know how to manage the affairs of our own countries, our own continent. Africa will rise again. Africa is rising. We do not need the foreigners in our land any longer. Africans must manage their own affairs. It has been your boy Citizen Qwadjo. If this is your first time of seeing this face on your screens, please, we want to hit 5,000 subscription by the end of this month. Please help me do this. I mean, this hot sun shouldn't be in vain. Welcome once again to this YouTube channel. It has been your boy Citizen Qwadjo.